Okay, so hello everybody. Welcome to CItyBeat Live again. And here I'm really happy to be with Greg Casini from the Merida English Library. Welcome, Greg. Thanks so much for coming.
Hi, Stephanie. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm excited because, as everybody knows, the Merida English Library is really a staple for pretty much the whole community, but especially the expat community. I have a little anecdote to say that the Mel has a special place in my heart, because when I first got here 10 years ago, I didn't know anybody, and so I was thinking, well, I kind of want to have my kids maybe meet some other kids that speak English or read books in English. So I went to the library, and I think I was going to volunteer to run or to read to the kids. I think when you guys had that program, I don't know if you have it now, but you had a program where the kids could go and an adult would read to them. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll do that. And I ended up meeting one of my very best friends here. She had the same idea. She also had just arrived, and she was going to do the same thing. So we ended up getting it together, meeting there. And she's my best friend. That basically, my kids and her kids have grown up together. They're kind of like our family here. We spend Christmas with them. We spend Thanksgiving with them. And our meeting point, was the Merida English Library. So it always holds a very special place, I know, in my heart. And I know so many people have stories like that for the Mel. So I think it's a really cool, and I'm excited to see what kind of services you guys are providing now and how you're getting through the pandemic. Because I know
that's a very common story. A lot of people, whether they're visitors or they're actually relocating here, this is one of their first places that they stop, because they know that we're not just a traditional lending library. They know that we're also a community resource. So people come for basic information for what to do, how to navigate the bureaucracy in Mexico, and our volunteers and our staff are really, very knowledgeable about Merida. Most of them have been here for 10 years like you. And so they can answer a lot of just basic questions about what do I need to do to survive in Merida or thrive in Merida. So we're pleased to be able to be both that resource and that lending library.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So tell us a little bit about how you guys are getting through the pandemic and what's new at the Mel.
Okay, well, actually, I think we're doing surprisingly well because we actually have clear guidelines from the state government. They actually have pandemic guidelines for libraries. So that makes it really much simpler for us. We don't have to guess. We don't have to make it up. So we're actually operating in phases, much like state businesses are. Right now, we have our entire catalog online. All 15,000 books and DVDs that we have are online. You can go to our Facebook page, you can go to our website, and you can browse the catalog. You can put what you'd like to take out in a bin and send us an email, or you can call us, and then you'll receive an email letting you know when to pick them up. So we have curbside service now. You can come in, you have to wear your mask, of course, and have your temperature taken. But we have plants and books for sale in the library. Our volunteers are here to answer questions, maybe give you tips on books to read. And if you don't actually have to come to drop off books during open hours, because we now have a book slot in the front of the door. So you could return your books anytime. So we've provided those services. That's really phase one of the pandemic. When we get the go-ahead from the government, we'll be able to add scheduled visits. So right now, you're not allowed to touch the books. And when you return the books, they're quarantined for a week. But hopefully, yes, we're very careful. And hopefully very soon, hopefully soon, you'll be able to go online and schedule an appointment to come in and read or enjoy the free Wi-Fi or just enjoy the atmosphere here. And then the phase three will just be able to allow walk-in visits. So we're following the guidelines.
Right. And so right now you're still in phase one.
We're in phase one. So you go online, you can let us know what you'd like to check out. Actually, that system shows you if the book is available or not. So it's a really good system.
Yeah, that's great. And I just put in the chat for all you who are joining us today. I just put in the chat the link to the website, so you can go in there and click on there and look around. And also, I forgot to mention, if you have any questions for Greg or for the Mel, just write it in the comments, because I'm checking the comments here as well. So yeah. So tell us a little bit more, because I know you guys have you've been really innovative through the pandemic, because of course you were saying before that a lot of your fundraisers, etc., were based on live events, people being there live. And so how are you dealing with that, and what are some new events you're doing?
Right. Well, because we can't do in-person events anymore, our traditional forms of fundraising have actually been suspended. Our house tours, our wine tastings, things like that. But we've come up with some very creative ideas. So right now, in fact, we just went live with our first weekly online auction. We're going to have an online auction every week, and there'll be new items every week. They start on Monday and they end on Sunday night. Right now, there's, I think, 9 items up for bid. And so you can just go to our Facebook page or the website, and you can click on the link and you can go live and bid on items that you'd like. And these are all experiences. It's not stuff. It's really unique experiences. And you can bid from anywhere in the world, and you can enjoy these experiences anywhere. You don't have to be in Merida to enjoy them. Now, some of our donors are offering the option of in-person or virtual, but the nice thing about this is you can enjoy these experiences from the comfort of your own home, even if you're up north. So that's one thing we've done. Yeah,
but
that's one.
Hold on though, let me jump in. What are some of the experiences? Because as I was listening to them before, they're really cool.
Yeah, well, Christopher Collins Lee, the symphony concertmaster, he has his own museum of music memorabilia, and he's offering a tour, either in person or virtual, of that. And I've actually been on that tour when he's done it live. It's fascinating.
And that museum, or at his house?
That museum is right in Centro. But if you're in wherever, if you're in Montana, he'll do it for you virtually.
That's incredible. And a part of it is you get to learn about how much culture there is here in Yucatan, and be invited into somebody's house like that is an incredible opportunity. Yeah.
Oh, there's an incredible number of items in all sorts of categories throughout our auction, and every week there'll be items from every category. There'll be home tours, there'll be garden tours, there'll be cooking classes, there'll be health and fitness, there'll be tech classes, there'll be just all kinds of things.
That's great. Yeah, that sounds really fun, and definitely innovative. Something that you're not seeing all the time online. I'm online all the time and seeing all sorts of things that people are being very innovative, but this is a new experience. I think it's a really great idea.
Well, we've had to adapt by necessity, but we have a really good team of fundraising volunteers, and of course our administrator Aranza helps a lot with this.
Right. Okay. So if they want to participate in the auction, they go to the website, and all the information is there.
The website or the Facebook page, yes.
Okay. And also on Mid-City Beat, I will be publishing about the auction as well. So
thank you. I appreciate that very much. Thanks.
Yeah, for sure. So what other things do you have going on? Because I know you had the Spanish conversation, and of course you had a huge turnout before the pandemic. So what are you doing with that event?
Right. We're pleased to be able to announce that starting next Monday at 8 o'clock, we're going to be offering Conversaciones con Amigos virtually. So you don't have to come to the library. Again, from the comfort of your own home, you can mix with other Meridanos and practice your English or Spanish. So you just need to go to our Facebook page and sign up. You do have to register for this. Okay. Space is limited because we're going to have a volunteer host moderating a group of 10 participants. So we can allow as many people as we have hosts for. Now, if you'd like to volunteer as a host, we'd welcome you. That would be great because we could service more people. So again, you can contact the library if you want to be a host. You can also, I forgot to mention, if you want to donate an auction to the item because it's ongoing, just contact the library and we'd be happy to add some more virtual experiences. Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Because there's such a wealth of knowledge and experience here. I think a lot of people have something to offer. Definitely.
Yeah. The other thing, there's one other thing that we used to do, and we're going to start again. Every Wednesday evening, we used to have an in-person lecture at the library. Now we're going virtual with that too. And that started last week. So every Wednesday, we're going to have an online lecture on a topic of interest to people who live in Merida. Those will actually be recorded, and you can watch them later if you want. The times will vary. They won't be at a regular time, but they will be every Wednesday. So you can check our Facebook page, and then you can just go to either our website or our Facebook page, and you can actually watch the recording.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. And again, like I said, I'll probably be sharing those on Mid-City as well, because that'll be something that people can share through Facebook, correct?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Share it on their own Facebook, yeah.
Yes.
And so tell me also, Greg, I know you contacted me a while back about the cookbook, and like I told you before, I'm kicking myself because I got my recipe and I was all ready to go, and then I got distracted with something, and all of a sudden you guys have it ready, and I didn't get mine submitted. But tell us a little bit about that project, the cookbook.
Okay, well, again, out of necessity, we needed to find ways to continue to pay the expenses of the library. And actually, it was Marie Barkas, a Mel member and volunteer, who came up with the idea. And we just thought it was, wow, that's a great idea. Why didn't we think of that sooner? And so we sent out, we just sent out messages to members and friends, and oh my God, like we're gonna have more than 150 recipes in this book. I mean, people are so excited to both, like, they want to buy it and they want to offer their favorite recipe. So it's being finished. It's at the editor right now. It's being finished up. There'll be an online version soon, and then before the holidays, we expect to have a print version as well.
That's great. That is great. And then that, of course, you'll be able to order at the Mel. Just go pick it up, or you could probably order it online.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. So also, let's see, there was something else. Well, are there any other new services that you want to tell us about?
I can't think of anything new that we're doing.
Tell us about the hours. So you're open from.
We're open, yeah, Monday through Friday, 10 to 1. Okay. So that's when you need to go to the, well, actually, Laurence is sitting here. Let me ask her, because I want to give you correct information. If somebody just walks by the door and it's open, can they come in?
They cannot walk in, but we can get books if they have specific titles.
Okay, so if somebody is just walking by and they stop in, they can tell us a title of a book they'd like, and we'll get it for them while they wait. But really, the best thing to do is to go to our catalog online, because everything is there, and it'll also tell you if it's in stock or not, if it's checked out. And also, when you come to the library, we are selling books right there in the library, used books, and we're selling plants. Someone has generously donated a lot of plants, so you can also do that. So yes, and then, as I said before, you can drop off your books anytime, because we have a book return slot now.
Right. So even if they're walking by, if they don't know what you have on land, they can check out the books you have for sale, or the plants, possibly, or peek anyway.
Well, they'll be welcomed, of course. We're not going to shoo you away.
I'm sure you guys miss everybody.
Oh, we do. Oh, yes.
I mean, the Merida English Library has really been a hub for a lot of the expats, and a place where people can socialize and make friends. And it's just been a very healthy and culturally enriching place for so many years. How many years has the Mel been around?
25 or so, yeah.
Yeah, because when I got here 10 years ago, it was completely established, and it was just absolutely organized. Yeah, 25 years. So maybe just what other sorts of roles does the Mel play in the community?
Well, actually, we've had a number of programs with universities. So we had a program where students who are learning to become English teachers would be paired up with native English-speaking hosts. Because a lot of students here, they don't have the opportunity or the money to go abroad. You know, if you were able as a young person to spend a year in Canada, you're going to be coming back speaking really good English, right?
Right.
Most students don't have that opportunity.
Sure,
So we provide this both as a cultural experience and as an experience to help them to improve their everyday conversational English. We've been doing that for a few years now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, because it's the English library, but it's also a place where a lot of the locals go to improve their English and to do the cultural exchange. So it's a real service for both the local community, you know, and as we meld into the local community as expats or as foreigners.
Yes, and before the pandemic, we also had a lot of families coming, bringing their children for specific children-related programs.
Yeah.
Now, of course, we can't do that right now, but we have a really good collection of both children and young adult books. So anybody who really doesn't have the resources, you know, to get English language classes for their children, they can come and they can check out children's and young adult books.
Sure. And so one question, so how much is it, how much is the membership? So if somebody doesn't have a membership yet and they'd like to get one, how much is the membership and how do they pay now?
Yeah. So a family is 400 pesos per year.
Okay.
An individual is 300 and a student is 150.
Okay.
And you can actually, I'm sorry, you can go online, you can pay online.
Ah, okay. So
you do not have to come in to pay.
Right. Okay. Well, do you have any last comments here before we finish up?
Well, I just want to thank you for this opportunity because your story is actually similar to mine. When I first came to Merida, this is the first place I came. And I was amazed at how easy it was to make friends, how helpful they were. This was just an important resource to me to be able to not just navigate Merida, but to really be able to thrive as an expat who came here by himself. So the English Library has always meant a lot to me, and I know it means a lot to others. So that's why I'm really committed to making sure it succeeds and that we really plan for the future, so that we're building for, you know, the people who come 10 years from now and 20 years from now. Right.
Absolutely. Well, thanks so much, Greg, and we will look forward to visiting the library, hopefully when it opens up a little bit more, but until now, checking out books online. So if you're just checking in now, I put in the chat here the website, so you can just click on there and go to the Merida English Library, and all the information is there, but also you can visit their Facebook. Are you on Instagram at all as well, or just Facebook?
Yes, we're on Instagram.
Okay, Instagram or Facebook. But Facebook, they probably have a lot more written information.
Yes.
All right, great. Well, thanks so much, Greg, and I will be seeing you hopefully soon.
Good. Hopefully we can see everybody again very soon.
Exactly. All right. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.